All right. Honorable Namdas, as it stands now, when is the leadership of the National Assembly meeting with the president over the budget?
Precisely this week. And precisely also this week, this document will be examined. But I am not sure of giving you a date because schedules are done not by us. But what I have assured you is that this week, by the grace of God, they are going to sit. And don't forget that our legislative days is Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And certainly, when that meeting is held, it will be taken care of. And our principal officers are very committed and ready to look at these documents. All other members of the National Assembly are committed to discuss.
A lot of people will think that you are of the ruling party, the APC, and that there is a lot of infighting within your party, and perhaps one of the reasons why the budget is having these hitches, and that's why the passage has been delayed.
Our party, we are not fighting. There's no any infighting in this party, and I don't know where it's coming from. But I want to tell you that severally the national chairman of this party has been giving interviews. We don't have any issues. And in the National Assembly, both the Senate and the House of Representatives, the APC is in the majority. And but I must tell you that even when the supplementary budget came to the House, it was not just even about APC. Even the opposition parties, when the questions was led, all of them supported it. And certainly we are on the same page with the president, which I have always said. Once a government is in power, it has a program, and the party has a program, and this we are ready to abide by. And as a legislative body, we also had our own 8th legislative agenda, and this 8th legislative agenda is also in line with our party's our programs. We are fighting corruption. We are ensuring that there's food security. We ensure that we will also do deliberate issues that will affect the lives of the people. We will soon go into sectoral debate, looking at agriculture, looking at health, education, and all these things will be taken care of. I think we have no problem within this party. I think people are trying to make issues out of it, but we are doing well. You can see by-elections being conducted, and we are winning.
Oh, interesting. Even the blind will know that can see clearly that there seems all may not be well in the APC, but with what is sounding as it stands now, the supplement, the National Assembly has said the supplementary that the president, if he has any other thing, or the presidency or the executive has any other thing to add to the 2016 budget, it should be put in a supplementary bill to be passed to the National Assembly. Is the National Assembly still standing on that? Because if the president has presented written to the National Assembly to say there are gray areas, that means before he signs it, that means he wants those gray areas to be attended to before he signs it. Are you still standing on the president putting in a supplementary budget?
I think Sharon, let me talk specifically about the House of Representatives. We said clearly that we will meet with the president. He should identify gray areas. We will re-examine these gray areas. We've been very clear on this. And once these gray areas are around, we worked on it. But the problem is that the House of Representatives, even we alone cannot examine the document and will become law. Whatever thing we do has to go to the Senate and get concurrence, or else it won't be passed into law. And the president cannot sign it. So anything we do must have this concurrence, and we must be on the same page. That is why when you pass any bill and there is any difference between what is obtained in the House of Representatives and what is also obtained in the Senate, there's always a committee. A conference committee is always being put in place to look at the difference so that that can be ironed out before we pass it. And this was what happened even in the case of the 2016 appropriation bill. There was some few differences. There was harmonization in the process before we passed it to law. But what we still stand is that after the meeting with the president, we are very sure that we will examine the document and see the best way out, how to pass it. But I want to tell you that it is our leaders that will give us the direction as to how this thing will come. But we must first tackle that with the president before you get to see it.
Honorable Namdas,
please, there is this way people look at this as if the problem, comes from the National Assembly. It is not from the National Assembly. This budget has been having problems right from the time it was brought to the National Assembly. We all know that. It is not the National Assembly that is causing problems, because even the presidency admits at one point that some people have tampered with this budget. And we are not God. We are human beings. We are bound to make mistakes. And these are things, but this will do it with all humility. We are on the page to ensure that Nigerians benefit.
A lot of Nigerians are really talking about when they will be getting the dividends of democracy and the benefits of the change agenda that your party preached and campaigned vigorously for before the 2015 elections. But it looks now, with what is on the table now, so much like the two chambers of the National Assembly is not totally in sync with what exactly is happening concerning this budget. Honorable Namdas.
It is not true, Sishewu. Let me tell you, the budget is a process, as I said earlier. We cannot pass a budget and sign it. It is the presidency, by Section 81 of the Constitution of Nigeria, as amended 1999, is that it is the presidency that will come with the budget. It is not us. But when it comes to the National Assembly, it becomes our property. Then we now appropriate funds accordingly. But once that is done, we will transmit same to the president for assent. It is, you all know that we passed this budget at the right time, but it's no longer our problem. It's no longer us that will sign this budget. So it's not us. It's the president that will sign the budget. And if the president reserves the right to withhold his assent or to sign this budget. But again, he identifies certain issues. But because it is in our party too, we belong to the same party, and we have interest in this same program that he has, we said, okay, look at the problem. Let's see how we can tackle it.
All right. Thank you so much.
It is not deliberate here.
Honorable Namdas will be itching to get updates from the National Assembly as to how things go. Of course, you said in the coming week, the leadership of the National Assembly will be meeting with the president. Nigerians are waiting to see what becomes of that meeting and the progress on the 2016 budget. 18 days now, today, 2 weeks and 4 days since that budget got into the presidency and is not signed yet. When we return after the break, more on the politics and the state of the nation. Professor Pat Utomi, the political economics, will be talking to us. Join us again.